Welcome back, folks. Welcome to what is possibly going to be the last video from Noosa in Queensland, Australia. Today it's my birthday, so I've gone and got myself a boat. There's a special deal on 150 bucks, so it's like 70 quid for 3 hours. Far cheaper than any sort of charter. Obviously we haven't got the expertise. I'm just going to float about today, see what we can find. We are already set up. I've got the big rod out the back with prawns and that snapper rig that we were using in a previous video. We are at the minute anchored up in about 10 feet of water, just off a sandbar, just off the edge of the channel. My big target for today is a flathead. I just want a flathead and I'll go home happy. For no other reason than I just think they look dead cool. It doesn't have to be a big one. I'm not after any monsters. It would be nice, but yeah, I'd just like to get a flathead. So, like I say, we've got the big rod set up out the back. I've got my little 7-gram jig set up, just with some soft plastics on, and we're gonna have a flick off the front of the bow of the boat onto this sandbar and see if we can't pick one up. So, like I say, we are at anchor looking for flathead. We've got the bait out the back. I'm gonna flick this soft plastic about, just see if we can't find one or two. We've got the wind off our back. Quite a strong current running through here, so the anchor's out front towards that green buoy. The wind is off my back, heading out towards shore, so it'll help with casting. And with flathead, I do believe the only thing you need to do is just bump it a couple of times, let it hit the bottom, let it sit, and bump it a few times. I'll tell you what, let's just sit down and chill out a bit, shall we? So yeah, like I say, the last video from Queensland. We fly back to Perth tomorrow. We've got 3 or 4 days in Perth, and then it's back to the UK and start cod chasing. By the time this video comes out, I might even have put some cod videos out, because I know guys back in the UK have got almost zero interest in the Australia videos. Like I say, we've got the boat for 3 hours. We're going to have half an hour or so here, see if we can pick something up here. And then we're going to follow the channel out. So, like I say, we're moored off the side of a sandbar. And essentially, you've got the channel that runs all the way down and around the back. And then there is a big deep channel, which I tried with the lures, but to be honest, the gear that I took with me, I couldn't really get out as far as I wanted to. So we're going to go and anchor up off the edge of the sandbar into that channel. I can see a couple of boats anchored up there already. And try with some baits over there for a couple of hours, and then maybe go and work our way around some of the little bays and stuff. But we should be able to pick up fish. We really should be able to pick up fish here. We've moved. I had best part of half an hour on that other mark. I had to play about with the drone and stuff. And we have moved a bit further down. I'll try and show you roughly where we are on the drone footage. But essentially, if I stand up here, look, you've got channel buoy there, big sandbar off the back, and there is some current flying through here. I have got 3-ounce leads on the big snapper rig, and it's just about holding bottom, The anchor rope, as you can see, is well out the front. We're probably in best part of 15-20 feet of water, and I'm going to stick with the same setup. So I've got the baits out the back, fishing prawn at the minute. I'm going to have a flick off this sandbar with the light set up with some jig heads and bits and pieces like that. Try and find that flathead. I've stuffed up as well. I've realised I left the car keys, a last minute decision, left the car keys with Sarah so that they could go out. Now, like I said, we're flying back to Perth tomorrow, so Sarah's like, well, I'm going to spend the morning packing. But I left her the car keys just in case she wanted to take Jack down to one of the playgrounds and stuff. I've got the sun cream, so they can go out if they want, but they're going to get scorched. I am lathered in Factor 50. It is an absolutely stunning day. This is the life, isn't it? This is the life. I could see a permanent move on the cards, to be honest. I really could. Oh, I tell you what, it's a risky little game, this is. Well folks, we are an hour into fishing. And like I say, it's my birthday, so it's time for a beer. A non-alcoholic beer. If you've never been to Australia, you need to find yourself these things. Single-handedly the reason that I've had heartburn for the whole trip. But they are flipping good. I forgot just how much I miss being out on a boat. Used to boat fish with my dad a lot. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the weather helps, the scenery helps, the location helps, but I've forgotten just how much I enjoy just sitting, listening to the waves lap against the hull. Baits out. Yeah, it's just nice to be out. It's nice to be out on the water. Maybe Santa will bring me a boat for Christmas. Maybe Santa will bring me a boat for Christmas. Righto folks, we are moving again. We have got, I don't even know where my phone's ended up at. Let's have a look. About an hour and 3/4 until we have to have the boat back. So we're going to steam off into one of the little waterways, just into a little bay. Not too far from where I was fishing the other night, where we had a good little session. Get out of this current because, frankly, the current is absolutely ripping through. Not a lot happening on the baits. And on the lighter rod, the sort of 3, 4, 5 gram jig heads that I've got just aren't getting anywhere near the bottom. They're just staying up and in the water column. So we're going to have a zip over. I say a zip. This is full speed on these little tourist boats. So we're going to have a nice steady cruise over into one of the little bays, get anchored up somewhere in amongst some boats. Some of these houses are worth millions, and I mean millions. Let me just spin you around, look. What we're working with along here, it's ridiculous. But yeah, we're probably going to head up to somewhere over there, just behind that red buoy. And go and see, get anchored up, some nice still calm water, get plenty of baits out. See if we can find, well, I'd still like to find that flathead, but I think in these shallows, we might find one, but hopefully small trevally, snapper, Moses perch, things like that are what we're going to be aiming for, really. Absolutely insane. And I bet you half of these houses are lived in for about 3 months of the year. I bet I could park up on that jetty right there, walk into the house. The back door's probably unlocked because this is Australia. And I could probably live there for 3 or 4 months before anybody actually realises that I'm in there. Sling anchor over. That's better. It's the looks like it's the wind that's holding us anchor this time. Let's just make sure we are actually holding that anchor, because I've maxed out the rope that I've got. First good bite on the old snapper rig. Missed it, man. We are swinging about quite a bit on this anchor. We are swinging about quite a bit. So I've just got it sat up off the bottom, so I'm not constantly dragging it, going slack and all that sort of stuff. And I did see a good rattle, which probably means I've got no baits left. Yeah, there you go, pick clean. But the fish are here at least. The plan was to give it 5 more minutes with the jigs, with the lures, and then just concentrate on the baits, because I really do want to get some nice fish. But now that we've just had that first hit, And this thing casts like absolute wano. Now that we've had that first hit, might give it 15 minutes or so. Let's see how we get on. But so far, there hasn't been a great deal to report. Come on, fishes. Oh, that's a good bite. Oh, spin around, should be around. Try not to lose it this time. Yeah. Whoa. Hello, mate. Welcome aboard SS Awful. Oh, he's a spiny little one. Let's have a look at you. You are a different species to what we were getting the other day. I don't know how good the camera angle was on that short little fight, because we're only in about 5 meters of water, I think. Let me have a look, see where we're at. There we go. Look at him. Can you hear him? Do a little interview. No? Not talking now? Okay. There we go. A little species. Yeah, we're off the blank. That's what it's all about. Look at how sticky it is, look. I don't know what that's all about, but sticky, slimy. It's worse than catching conger eels. Well, that's that fish all dealt with. Safely returned, rebaited, more prawns on. But look at that. Ugh. Reminds me of my youth. 18, coming home after a night out around Ripley. Go on, Sticky Vicky. Oh, damn, I was mid-cast. Mid-cast off the bow with the lure rod. I got another good bite. Right, I definitely think, folks, it's time to sack off the lures. Let's get this one brought in. We'll get some bait out there. Concentrate on the bait fishing, I think. So then, we swapped. Put the lures away. I've got 2 sets of baits out now. Got the snapper rig, which is 2 3/0 hooks, and then oh geez, oh geez, this might need a bit of drag. And then we've got the little 7-gram rod, just with little size 4 hooks. Oh, we foul hooked him. Come here, buddy. You're another slimy one, aren't you? Slimy one. Get that hook out of here. Have you got teeth? I don't know what you're called. But there we go. Small baits, small hooks, doing the damage. Look at the way that mouth protrudes. Again, like a night out in Ripley. Hey! See you later, mate, thank you. Right then, I think what we're going to do is, I've got some of them garfish. I'm going to cut some strips off them, and I'm going to put them on the bigger 3/0 hooks. I'm going to cast them out to get them away from the boat, because what I don't want is 2 rigs just dropping down here. So I'm going to cast them out, we'll leave them for a little while, because the garfish it's quite a hard bait, it's really tough. So I'm confident it'll stay on the hooks, and I'm confident that it's not going to get picked off or pulled off by little scavenging fish. So we'll do that. We'll get some strips cut up, sling them out the back, and we'll start fishing just small baits, just like this. Look, small baits, size 4 hooks, little bits of prawn. Like I say, we've got oodles of bait to go at, and probably the best part of an hour left anyway. So, hey. Got it. We've got about half an hour until we've got to get the boat back. So we're going to head back towards home and go see if we can anchor up just for 10 minutes or so, just with the light lures off that rock channel. like I say, I fished it the other day. It looks really good. There's a lot of current running through there. So I don't think you'd stand any chance with the baits, but definitely going to go and fling a lure for 10 or 15 minutes. And then unfortunately, folks, that's Queensland done for this trip anyway. Like I say, I think we're definitely going to have a serious think about moving out here. Just look at that. Get on the bow. I'm going to leave the engine running. I'm not even going to bother anchoring up. Just going to leave the engine running. Just have a few flicks over these mangroves here. The sun is absolutely... So I fling that over and into these mangroves. Like I say, we've probably only got 10 minutes or so here, but I saw no end of fishy action. I just couldn't actually hook into anything. The current should take us just nicely past those rocks. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Oh, our current's definitely picking up now. We're flying. Right on the edge of these flats. Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh, nice. Tell you what, I have never had so many wind knots as I have with this Shimano stuff. It's not been brilliant. Anyway, that might be the end of the session. Straight off the boat, look. We've just got these guys hanging around, just cruising. Another one over here. And I guarantee if I'd have fished for them, I'd have never bought a bite. But anyway, that's like I say, that's Queensland all wrapped up, done and dusted. So I'm going to go get the suitcase packed, enjoy the last day with the family, and head back over to Perth. I'm going to try and get some fishing out over in Perth. Hey, look at this guy. He wants to be my friend. He really wants to be my friend. Yeah, I'm going to try and sneak some fishing in Perth, but by now, thinking of what videos I've got and stuff, by now we should be back in the UK. By the time this video comes out, we should be back in the UK. We should be back into cod season. So these are probably going to be the midweek videos in the run up to Christmas. I might drop a load over the Christmas break just to keep you guys entertained. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've really enjoyed my time out here. Until next time, take care and tie lines.